What I tell y'all, bro, ain't that something? That's why we have these indicators and these levels. All right. First and foremost, help everybody had a good weekend. It was safe and sound. If y'all were like us, we were looking over charts over the weekend, and I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. I'm gonna just try to cut to the chase. I know I like to talk a lot, but it's evident we lost the 50 SMA, we lost the 200 SMA, and 13 EMAs trailing, and we lost this very important key level of 25,354. All right. So the entire NASDAQ is completely coming down. Didn't hit that bullish pennant that everyone was expecting, but I'm going to tell you all this much right now. All right. We got a double top forming on the NASDAQ. All right. For those of y'all that don't know, it's no bueno. All right. I mean, bueno for us if you've been inside the Discord. If you're not inside the Discord, go hit that link. All right. Double top. One, two. Okay. Usually bearish. Um, it's a bearish move right there. I mean, look at that. That's one, two. Immediately shoot down. We lose this level. We're looking at 24, 499. All right. It's a possible level. That's why I got a level possible right there. So I wouldn't exactly validate it, but I'll tell you this much right now. We bounce right here at 24. I'm gonna definitely declare that as a level. I mean, it looks like a level already enough as it is, but I like to do my due diligence. All right. Looking for the 200 day at 23,729. Y'all should mark these levels. It's been our target price. It's what we're aiming for, all time highs. Got a strong support and resistance, as y'all see. Could not find no support. Immediately shot down. All right. We lose this level. I mean, we all pretty much knows what happened. We all know what happens at this point. This is, whoops, did not mean to do that. My fault. This is the story that we're looking at this next coming week. Gets ugly real quick. All right. So we'll be on the lookout for that. We lost these levels, and we can pretty much expect the remainder of the NASDAQ. All right. So things such as, I don't know about Intel. Intel kind of does its own thing, which is kind of the beauty of it, right? Um, open door. I can't believe this is not showing on. You know what I'm gonna do for y'all? Channel 404. That's what we'll do. Okay. We'll do extended trading hours. That's how you can change that. All right. So let's look up. Still no? I guess not. All right. Well, TradingView does whatever they want, right? But right now I'm looking at it. Bear with me. I think I'm just gonna have to start pulling up Robinhood. And I'll start doing that next video. Oh my God, Bull came to six, bruh. I should have bought the leaps now, dude. Open $4.93. Okay, that's money. And I know y'all have been hearing me talk about open. If y'all are in the Discord, y'all been hearing me talk about open. I kind of got my own game plan, and if those who have been discussing with me, I got my own game plan for open. All right, game plan. Okay, y'all know your boy is stacked right now on Intel. All right, I'm sitting pretty. I got 2 years. I got no reason to get out of this trade at all. But if open comes down to like $4.50, $4, even $3, bro. I'm gonna take my profits on Intel and I'm gonna throw it inside shares on open and I'm gonna just kick back. Cause where is open? All right, come down right here. Look at that. Off the top of my head, I already had a game plan, but as y'all can see, 449. All right, 450. We lose that, we come down to 430. Below that, I mean, we're looking at $1.64. Big level up right here, 430. Okay, you kind of lose that a little bit, you come down to $4. All right, so I already had my whole game plan and everything. Got that death cross. Um, we got earnings coming to 26, and I'll tell you this much: it's not strange for it to get back up to 10. All right, so I will be probably dumping heavy in open. Okay, as of right now, it's a falling knife. Don't plan on catching it. Don't plan on buying anytime soon. But there's certain prices that I see certain stocks and I'm buying it. All right, I'm buying it at that price. I like it at that price, and I'll buy some more if it, especially if it comes down to a dollar. Especially if it comes down to a dollar. Um, I'm throwing bands at it. All right, bands will make it dance. Apple. Go see what Apple's at right now. All right. With the entire Nasdaq coming down, you would assume Apple should be doing something right now, but it probably ain't. 257. 257. Okay. No bueno. We want it lower. All right. But them smashing earnings, they shot up, rejected off the 200 SMA. That's what we wanted more than anything. All right. That confirms a good death cross. All right. 200 SMA rejects off the 50 SMA, closes at 259, shot all the way up to 262, rejected, and now we're sitting here pretty at 257. Okay. So I'm expecting it to bleed tomorrow. All right. We'll see how that works out. I mean, we got until the 13th on those contracts, so I'm not even tripping. All right. Figured it was going to do some bull like that, so that's why we buy time. Okay. So you reject that, you pretty much might as well come down to 236. Test that. 200 a day. All right. Get it at a good price. I think Apple is overvalued. Not going to lie to you. I don't know what they've done as of recent to really make them stand out. I mean, it's crazy how their Q4 earnings ended up reporting. I mean, but I think it's just because everything's more expensive. So they gotta charge a little bit more. And I honestly think that's how everybody's just beating their earnings, to be honest. And they just keep killing it and smashing it. But Apple, I think in my honest opinion, I think they're valued at like $200. But what the do I know? You know? Anyways, I see some pullback right there. Not only that, but we go to the daily, right? Maybe it might be a stretch. Maybe it might not. But dog, I'm seeing head, shoulders, knees, and toes, dog. Head and shoulders. Neckline, what do you know? 245. We lose 245, right? We can't get above 258. We start coming down to test at 245. You lose 245, there goes the neckline, there goes the head and shoulders, and dog, bend over to the front, touch your toes. Apple, get low, get low. What? I like puts. That's why I got in them. So earnings couldn't save them. Then dog, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, that's just you might as well call it a wrap. Call it a day. Send it down to the bottom. All right, Microsoft. For those of y'all, I mean, look at that fake pump out. All right, look at that fake pump. That's still nothings. Nothings. They beat earnings. came straight down. All right. For those of y'all that are in Microsoft, looks good. Looks good. All right. Look more to the downside right here, but looking for 405. 405, 410. I like that. All right. Um, what did Cat want me to look at too? Let me go look at that real quick. Let's go over that. TTV. All right. I don't know. I just did that. And I can't type and fat fingering everything today. All right. Interesting. Falling knife. But I like this already, what I see. Okay. That magnet. Boom. Like that level. Mark that level. 55, 40. Huge gap. Would love leaps on this one already. Okay. Beautiful fair value gap. Okay. That's what I want to see. So I see it's still falling and we're at a pretty, I'd say like right here, right? Boom. Let me see if I like that. Yep, I like that. All right. It's your next level, 2786. All right. You come back down. Next level, I look for some type of resistance. If you're gonna get into longs or anything like that. 40, 66. Let me see if I like that though. Looks about right. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. 40, 66. All right. These are your levels to be looking for. So I'd wait to start buying on it. You got 2786. Give it some time. Let it consolidate. If you get a little drop below, then you're going to come down some more, but it might even just do that, pop back up, and then this is kind of what we're looking for. And then, we get that move up. But initially, where you want to just start buying is 2786 looks like a good time to buy. All right. Every time it reaches that, you want to buy some shares, play it safe. I like that better. I wouldn't start looking into leaps until we start breaking these levels and we got this fair value gap up here when we start approaching 55.40. All right. If you really want to, play a little risky, then what I would do, if you really want to get into some leaps, right? Because you're just itching for it. When you get that break right here, you want to see some consolidation. After like three bounces right there, I mean, this area is where I'm pretty much looking to get those leaps. I don't really care if it does that a couple more times and then takes off. Fine with that, but I get three confirmed, you know, um, bounces of support. I mean, I like leaps at that point. So see how much the contracts are. Get however, get as much as you feel comfortable with buying. All right. Open for sure, right? So I like open for leaps. Arm. Let's look at arm, dog. Let's look at arm. Let's look at arm. Please, oh my God, dude, please give it to me. For those of y'all that are on arm leaps, calls, going long, stay strong, brother. Stay strong, all right? Woo! Dog. Oh, that just made my day. 101, baby. 101. I don't know what to buy now at this point. This is exactly the shit that I want to see. Okay, arm. We got arm at 101. All right. If y'all got those puts that I called out, you got paid, dude. All right. I said we lose 103. Is this? No, this ain't even the chart that I usually open up for. Is this it? This is it right here, right? We lose 102.09, coming down 94. Okay, come down to 94. We lose that support. Boom, boom. We're looking for a retest on 102 though. All right. You want to see it come back down. You lose 94.12, looking for 85.92. Now I want to see this before earnings. Before earnings, I'm loading the boat. Now at that point, I don't know if I should buy open shares or ARM shares. Now I have to figure out where I want to put my money because everything's going on sale. And this is where I'm like, I need more money. Enough is not enough, man. I don't know if it's just my hedonistic tendencies that are just pouring out of me right now, but dude, there's money to be made. Money to be made out here. All right. So, I mean, this is a falling knife as well, too, so that's why I'm not saying buy leaps. I'm more of buy shares because, I mean, it could fall down below. I mean, who knows? It could stay at 85 and 102 for the next year and a half at that point. All right. So be wary of that, until we kind of start getting some upside. Then you look to buying some leaps. Okay. You just don't hop into leaps just because. I'm not going to lie. I might have messed up with that on bull. All right. Might have jumped the gun, but I'm kind of relying more on a quick pop for that one. All right. So excuse that one. But ARM, it's sitting at 101.76 right now. All right. We lost 102. We're looking for 94.12. I'm looking for that tomorrow, if anything, sometime this week. Because why? Earnings. February 4th. I want to see it spike down. I swear, if it spiked down to 85 before earnings, closing Intel, I'm getting ARM because I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. I love my position in Intel, but I'd rather roll that profit over into something that's such as a good price like that. And that's how you build your portfolio. You don't marry these stocks, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're got some type of say so like Tesla and you got some leeway and you know what you're gonna move that company, you're gonna move that company in a whole different direction because you and Elon are like this and Buddy listens to you, by all means, go marry it. But dude, I'm here to make some money. All right. So I like I like ARM at 85.92. Okay. And I'm holding shares and I'm putting as much as I could possibly dump inside there. And I'm gonna be stealing from my grandmother's wallet and I'm gonna put the house up for sale. So fuck it. All right. Those are jokes too, folks. All right. Don't think I'm being serious. Um, yeah, just great price, man. I mean, you could double your money. Um, I mean, look at this. We just consistently bounce, 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 bounce. I mean, tempted to do leaps, tempted. But because that could honestly just be what gets it out of the like how it came out of the trenches right there. I mean, that could really just be that. I mean, you bounce once, you bounce twice, you bounce three times. You got three good levels of support here. So I mean, you could do leaps, but I mean, hey, I always say trade responsibly. I got a method to my madness and what my whole game plan, right? So there's that. Um, as far as everything else, y'all, I mean, everything's just going on discount. So I mean, if y'all trying to make some money and y'all trying to park your money somewhere and actually see how, oh my God, Marvell is at 75. That's a steal too. Let's go pull Marvell. If y'all are trying to, get into this market right now would be a good time to, kind of put your money somewhere where you could be like, oh, okay, this stuff is real. You can make some money off of it because right now everything is at discount prices. This is essentially what you want. All right. You want things at these discounted prices. Okay. Big area support. We lost that area support. Death Cross came down. You might as well test right here, right? The 200 day, 76, currently sitting at 75. Oh, brother. After that, guys, I mean, Jesus. It could be a bad day for Marvel. But damn, they got earnings coming up. Earnings seasons, man. It's the 26. Get it low. And if anything, bring you back down here, 69. Yeah, look at that. I like 69 right there. Okay. Let's see what the market has for Marvel. That's 65. I kind of like 65 too. Not gonna lie to y'all. Not gonna lie to y'all. Jesus, my nose bleeding. That was weird. Haven't had a nose bleeding forever. It's all good. I'll thug it out. Let me see. I like it at that price. All right. Um, what else do we got here? Sorry about that, folks. This cold weather's getting to me though. Let me see. Apple 256. There we go, boy. There we go, boy. Give it to me, dog. Yo, I'm telling y'all right now, like if y'all want to set yourself up in the long term, you got a good amount of money, you don't know where to put it, you don't trust yourself holding it. Oh my God, Intel at 44, you're killing me, dog. But these are the kind of dips that you want to buy. JPM, Jesus. Everything is such a good price right now. And everyone's all right, typically, rule number one, all right. What's your rule of thumb? Something that that has really helped me out a lot in trading, okay? Or trading. When everyone's greedy, be fearful. When everyone's fearful, be greedy. Meaning, everyone is panicking right now. Okay? Everyone's being fearful. And usually, when that happens, that's when everybody starts buying, at least the smart people, right? And when everyone starts getting greedy, like up here, that's typically how folks get burnt in the market is because they're like, oh, well, the the stock market's reaching up here. I mean, it's should I buy now? Should I buy? Everyone starts catching FOMO. Should I get now? Should I get now? Oh, I'm just gonna start throwing my money into shit, and then boom, reverses, and then they get burnt, and then after that, they never want to trade again. So when everyone's fearful, be greedy. Okay. And it's because you have to change your mindset and your concept when it comes to trading. All right. You want to buy things at discounts. This is why I say in the stock market, you want to be cheap. All right. You want to be cheap. And we lose 25. Ooh, I'm loving 24. Dude, just give me just TI, dog. 24s. Give it to me. On that, y'all, market's looking good. Just the way I want it. Dude, I'm freaking hungry, bro. Jesus Christ. No wonder they got it like up to 80. I'm freaking burning up here. Or is it you? It's messing with you. All right, y'all. Well, pretty much all she wrote. I'm freaking burning up. That's probably why my nose is bleeding. Um, ooh, let's go cover some rare earth minerals. Great. Let's do that before we fucking concludes today's session. Where do I got my watch list at? Boom, beautiful. Man, why is that not favorited? Okay. Okay. Two of these right here. These ticker symbols. Okay. USAR and quad U. All right. That's what I'm going to call it. U quad. All right. Rejected right here. Showing some good support at 2188. As y'all know, Trump is trying to secure just that country, man. What is it? Greenland? I don't know. I can't think right now. Anyways, there's reasons for this. All right, there's a lot of useful minerals out there that could really help us out in the long run as far as energy goes, and so everyone's wondering, why is he out there trying to, take over another country, and why can't he just leave these countries alone? God, he's such a tyrant. I hate him. Whatever. Whoopty whoop. Blah blah blah. If you ask me, that's probably the most American thing that you can do is just take over countries. I mean, how else do you think we got America in the first place? All right. Um, he's trying to secure good minerals. Look, and I'm not being getting political. All right, I don't care for the dude. Don't really like him. It's not even that I don't like him, but I don't like him. But it's also that I don't like him. You feel me? So I'm pro money. All right. So when it comes to wars and everything and taking over countries and all that, all I'm seeing is the transactions that's going on behind it and how it could benefit us and how we can make some money off of it. All right. That's what they're doing inside the stock market. That's all you're doing inside the stock market. Okay. If you don't like that concept, you should probably go somewhere else, go to your job, and go figure something else out because a lot of trading has a lot to do with geopolitics, whether you like it or not. It's just a cold, harsh reality of it. And this is how business is conducted. All right. I said last week, watch there be a war of some announcement. They're going to shut down the government. They ended up doing all that. Now, if they actually went and bombed places, I'm not too sure. I should probably look up into that. But nonetheless, so just some food for thought. So let's look at these rare earth. Ooh, sitting at 2086, my guy. Beautiful. Oh man. Okay, and the reason why I get excited about this is because if we as a country like Trump can manage to this came back down to 22. This is another one. Energy fuels. All right. Energy, like it's simple energy. Like oil, gas, electricity, all that. Like it costs this stuff tells you a lot about what's going on in the market and what's going to happen because it costs energy to get your product A to customer A. All right. It takes energy. The amount of gas that these trucks use, the amount of fuel that these planes use, the amount of electricity and things it costs, just everything in general that it takes to produce for the consumers, which is you. It costs. All right. So this has a lot, but this also, we need, I'll tell you this much right now. Okay. I won't touch this thing yet until 2134, 2104. We're sitting at 2104 right now. Scary. Okay. If, okay, look at that. Well, we got 2013. I want to see support right here at this 50 SMA. If we lose it, we really have to get support at 1746. All right. If we don't, okay, shoot, we got another double top on this. Okay. And no bueno, because obviously we saw what happened in this story right here. Double top, straight down. Okay. So these are great stocks, by the way. All right, this is exactly pretty much what you want to see while Trump is out there, you know, trying to take over countries. And don't get it wrong, you think he's the only one that's doing that? What do you think China's doing? What do you think all these other nations are doing? They're trying to like conquer certain areas and rule certain industries so that way they could put themselves in a better position. That way they could hire like Trump's not doing anything out the ordinary that every other country is not thinking about doing. We're just in America, so we see it a lot more. It's not like we're getting China's news, Africa's news, Europe's news, Greenland's news. We're not getting all this other like Middle Eastern news. We're not getting none of that. They're doing the exact same over there, all right? Trust me, you're not changing anything. It's not greener on the other side. All you're doing is switching out the jersey to go play for a different team just to realize, dog, you're playing the same game. Nothing's changing. The rules are all the same. What do you think's happening? What you think that it's just, I don't know. But then again, if you want to stay in that lane, then go be a kid and, and go watch some movies and live in La La Land. But this is the harsh reality of it. So hate to burst y'all's bubble, but, this is why, not that I don't care, but this is why I am the way that I am. Because the market doesn't care about what you like, your opinions, views, beliefs, or values. This is the way that the world is operating right now. And you have a chance to make off. You have a chance to do something with your life and change it based off of how it's operating. And it's if you're just clear cut and simple and you remove your emotions from it, you can see where the money is going and you can really benefit from it. So trade how you want to, maybe I'm wrong and you don't like the way I trade. So go trade somewhere else. I don't really care. I'm only here to help those who want to be helped and are down to discuss what's actually going on. All right, but that's pretty much it. So open and armed. Those are the ones I'm looking at. All right, so be on the lookout, and I'll end it with this right here. Okay, we'll see what happens overnight. 25, 5, 534. We lose that, then I like this level right here. Oops. We're looking for a 25, 19, 219, 25, 219. All right. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Yeah. 25, 219. All right. Maturity hit, but yeah, we'll see. All right. I'll give y'all better updates in the Discord. So make sure y'all go do your push ups too. Still haven't done mine. I need to do mine. So yeah, later. Peace.